Monkeys, how are you doing? Welcome to Yorkshire Monkey Channel. Right, Yorkshire Live. Man fined £65 for parking in disabled bay, but only his car's shadow was in the space. This is unreal. Really is. There we are, look. Oh, dear me. Right. The council has fined a man £65 for a parking offence because his car's shadow was in the disabled bay. Matthew Cole said he was left gobsmacked after noticing the ticket on his car after it had been parked outside Blackheath Post Office in Lewisham, London last month. The self-employed gardener also got a letter through the post a few weeks later informing him that he had been parked illegally. But photos sent to Mr Cole by Lewisham Council show his Silverford estate parked in an unmarked bay next to a signposted disabled spot with only his car's shadow in the disabled bay. Matthew appealed to the fine and argued that there was no disabled sign next to the bay where he had been parked, My London reports. But the council have rejected Mr Cole's appeal and have maintained that he was parked in a disabled bay. Speaking to My London, Mr Cole said, "It's absurd. There's no signage where I was parked, and the photos they sent me only show the shadow of my car in the disabled spot. I was taking my daughter to a football match on the Heath and had parked there before without problems, having not got a ticket at other times. I personally don't think I should have got a ticket this time." There it is, look, you can just see the disabled bay marked there on the road. You can see his car's out of it, but his shadow's in it. Oh dear. It's completely wrong they're enforcing something that's not there. I think £65 is not a lot to many people today, but the principle is wrong. 65 quid's enough to be paying out for something you shouldn't be. If you don't pay the fine in a certain time, this doubles to £130, which is a lot. However, despite the council's insistence that he had illegally parked, Mr Cole remains determined not to pay the £65 fine. He has also lodged a second appeal against the fine. He said, "They sent me an email to dispute it and I disputed it, but they seemed to just ignore what I said and said it was issued correctly. They're so hard to get hold of, I think it's done to force you to pay." Yeah, wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. I've parked there in the same spot at least 3 other times for 5 to 8 hours each time and had no problem. I don't see why it's a problem this time. A Lewisham Council spokesman said, "We issued a penalty charge notice to Mr Cole on March 26 for parking in a disabled bay, which was marked with a disabled badge holders only sign. Mr Cole's initial challenge to this PCN was rejected as he didn't give a reason for challenging it." There you go. He's gobsmacked. Okay, monkeys, let me know in the comments down below. We'll catch you soon. Stay safe.